Okay. Our third meeting on February 28th with Heavensflow. Sharing my screen. Anyone feel to lead us in? So yesterday, Father had us encountering the Torus, universal Torus, well, many different Toruses within it, but our individual Torus, our own body, and then he took us to ourselves, filling ourselves with the Torus. So it was quite beautiful, and the flow was just beautiful. So I just felt to start with that today, just stepping into it and letting the flow happen. And Elizabeth has seen numbers 66111. Is that correct? So
I
we're
saw
just
66611.
okay. So Father's been talking to us a lot about the sixes, hasn't he?
Yes, Bob.
Wow. So letting Father download to us what this means, what he's having us pay attention to. Elizabeth put it. And just leading us in to look at Father. And we say yes to your highest mandate for us tonight. We frame up that we're going to hit the perfect bullseye of your will, Father. And stepping through the blood of Yeshua, through the veil, and partaking of his sacrifice as Jesus hands us our cups of his blood and a piece of his side sacrifice. And we partake of him. One, he's in us and we're in him. Thank you, Jesus. Thank you. We welcome our men in white linen, our angels. Our angels greet one another. The councils assigned to us. Our angel, Alimi. I have to learn how to pronounce it right. All the angels assigned to us tonight. Of course, the colors, sounds, frequencies, the Hebrew letters, the numerals. Any way Father chooses to speak with us. And please feel free to add or share what you're experiencing. Bye, boys. I'm definitely feeling the flow. I do feel free to share this. Um, I'm just sending out love and peace and shalom to Deborah and to Helga.
Carol, I heard you're sending love and peace to Deborah, and something got cut off at the end there.
Um, yeah, to Deborah, she had a fender bender and just shook up a little. And to Helga, because I know she just had kind of a big disappointment in her plan. Mm,
Working with you on that. Both of
Thank
both of those things, yeah, for sure.
you. Focusing back in. Father has her tonight. How are we doing? Are we getting anything? If I feel his presence, I feel Taurus, but so far I haven't seen or heard anything.
I didn't quite understand everything you said, Carol.
Oh, I was just asking if we've gotten anything. I have not yet.
Well, I don't know if it's significant, but I've been seeing a golden pendulum just moving back and forth.
That is significant. Thank you.
I just feel stirred up, like something's, I don't know. I don't feel at peace. I'm not sure why. Something's, so I'm not getting anything. I think I'll just sit and wait on the Lord and find out why suddenly I feel like that. Something needs to be dealt with. Um, so yeah, that's where I'm at.
All is well. When she shared about the pendulum and you began to speak, I just feel like a building of pressure all of a sudden. Father, we thank you for your peace. We thank you for clarity and understanding. Thank you for showing us clearly what you want us to do tonight or what you want to do with us tonight. I call for confusion in enemy camp for us to be completely clear, cloak of invisibility. Lord, I ask for your angels to stand guard around us. I invite your seven spirits, Lady Wisdom, Mama Wisdom, and handmaiden. We invite understanding, help us speak. We command that all and any dark portals are closed. Only your portals of light up, or any dark entities trying to mess with us to be removed. Escorted to the foot of Jesus so that he can keep them. And Father, we have said yes to your mandate. So we command that this be done so that we can fulfill you that. We also call in all that are meant to be with us tonight. I made my bunny go in her cage, and she's not happy with me. So that's the banging. Diane, 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 Diane. Mother, I asked what the spindle showed up and asked clarity on what he would have done here. Are you getting anything, Sharon?
Not really. Not exactly. I don't know if it was just my mind wandering or if it's just.
It's okay. God told us He'd have a lot of grace for us because it was a big mandate. Elizabeth texted and said she took it off. So all is well.
All is well.
Yeah,
Sometimes he just wants us to sit in stillness anyway.
yeah. I really do feel it. last night was so beautiful, and almost all of it was stillness. Whenever you feel to go or whatever, it's all good. I'm going to sit here for a little.
Okay. Father, is there anything you want us to share tonight? Like I'll be safer than the life. Oh, there's Helga.
Oh, good. Welcome, Helga. We've not really gotten very far. We're just sitting in the stillness. Felt Father was encouraging us with that. My rabbit must like that. I let her out and she's still pumping. Sorry. Silly rabbit. We did see, Sharon saw a golden pendulum moving back and forth when we started earlier. I love you, dear. We were covering you for our disappointment. I mean, love.
Oh, Flip, I was talking. I didn't realize I was muted. and there was silence. And then one time I started to talk and you talked and I was like, oh, and then I was like, can you hear me? And then, so, hey, all right. So are these Zoom meetings going to be every night for a while then?
Father said 6 weeks. 6
Oh, so every day for 6 weeks?
Mm-hmm.
Oh, glory be. I thought it was just once a week for 6 weeks. Wonderful. Sorry, I've totally arrived and you've already stepped in and I've kind of knocked over the apple cart. Oh, I didn't realize. So when did you start? Did you start like 45 minutes ago?
Yeah.
Okay, so I know what to write. So it's at midnight my time for 6 weeks. Yay. Oh, hi everyone, and thank you for covering. Yeah, it's a bit like what, but it was fun. It was fun planning it and looking at flights, and I've laughed a lot this evening, particularly with the what do you mean I can't go?
Sharon, she was planning a trip out here to the States. It
I
went through
was
quite a bit, and then it was
in May.
Can't come. Not yet.
Yeah, there will be the perfect time.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And you were going to go to Moravian Falls?
Mm-hmm.
Because I was just meeting you there.
Oh, glory be. Oh, yes. Hey.
Let's just have our own stinking conference. Let's all go.
We could. Carol, honestly, I've had 4 people in the last 2 weeks have said to me that they want to come to your group. So we've already met Roseanne and we've met Anne-Marie, and then Sue, who's connected with Nancy's network, said, would it be okay if I came along? And then I said, yes, Carol's always very welcoming, and new people, you'd be so welcome. And she said, and I'd like to bring some ladies with me. I said, oh, right, okay. Better check that with Carol. So she wants to come. And then who else? Oh, one of the ladies who also joined the 22222 call from one of Nancy's groups, or from the, anyway, Gil and Adina, United Ecclesia group that meets once every 2 months, right? She said, I really loved the record. I couldn't make the call. Thank you for sending it to me, but is there a recording? And when she listened to it, she liked it so much. She said, is it okay if I send that to my friends? And I have a friend who's interested in joining in a group. Can she come? And I said, that would be great. So who knows, a conference that maybe not a conference, maybe just a fun ascension from a Moravian Falls. That sounds more fun to me than a conference. We could launch all of our businesses that same time. I'm not sure what my business would be, but we could tell everybody about Sharon's awesome fabulous Mother Earthy retreat and be refreshed place, and everything going on in the land, and Carol's art projects and cosmic coffee community, and Deb will be telling her stories, and
Yes.
Elizabeth could be recruiting people to buy gold. Sorry, go ahead.
Oh, I want to visit Sharon's place.
Yeah. Oh, so yeah. Oh, I love that you're seeing us meeting there. Yay. Because I said to Carol, or I said on the group thing, Deb and Carol and I had set up a wee group thing for just specifically for that trip that I was hoping to make. And I said on that maybe there will be another time and also a conference at Moravian Falls that we could go to. So yeah.
I have a bunny running around and around my leg and thumping every once in a while.
Brilliant. Brilliant. That pendulum that you said was swinging, did you call it a pendulum?
Yeah, pendulum.
I just want to jump on top of it and sit on the ball of it, you know, the heavy bit, just sit there and swing.
Oh,
And
that
I'm like,
sounds like fun.
yeah, come join me. There's plenty of room. It's like one of those, it's almost like a donut ring type where there's plenty of room for all of us there.
Like a tree swing.
Yeah, exactly. Except it's got, oh, or does it? Huh. I can't tell if it's got a bit of floor that we can rest our feet on or if our legs are just dangling. Originally, I saw a floor like it was a red blood cell, you know, like it's very thin in the middle and then donut on the edge. But then I saw her legs swinging. So yeah, free and easy. Way.
Oh.
Okay, I calm down now. Just and breathe.
So since Helga's here and everything got fun and playful, today I was sitting in my car when I was talking to Deb and just trying to talk to her as she drove home after that happened. And I noticed that there were tons of cardinals in our yard, which my cardinals have been gone for several years, and we've just started seeing them like within the last couple of days. And then I noticed these cardinals are playing all over my yard. They're chasing each other, they're flying by, they're dive bombing, and then one flies right through the tire swing.
Oh, no way.
You see that? So they kept
Wow.
just swooping all over the yard. I've never seen birds play like that. Like totally see them. They were totally playing.
Oh.
And then Deb's driving by my house, or you know, the house that I love there, and a new lady's there, and she goes, "Oh, look, there's a red truck in the driveway." And right at that time, a red bird flies right in front of my face, like totally dive bombed me and swooped right past me. I was like, that was
Wow.
pretty weird. At the same time she was saying red, I had this bird in my face, and I was like, oh.
Beautiful little messengers from the Lord.
Yes.
So I'm sitting here and my rabbit is running circle eights around my legs, thumping her feet. And I was like, oh, she wants petted. If she's on my lap, she'll start thumping my feet if I quit petting her. So she's wanting to play. Anyways, I'm sharing like the nature playfulness.
Oh yes.
Mm.
I love it. I love it, love it. Even with looking at booking flights, one of the ways I could have done it, because it even I tried multiple sites to search, but some of them don't have certain airlines and others don't tell you where the stop off is and how long it is anyway. But one of them, it stopped in New York for 6 hours. And I've wanted to go there for a long time, never been to New York. And I was like, oh, just the playfulness. I was like, oh, maybe, like, because it's only 6 hours, so it doesn't feel like a big overnight thing. I could just get off the plane, take my luggage, put it in a locker, and go hang out for Helga's afternoon in New York, baby. Oh. And then when it got nearer to, okay, looking at things, making decisions, I was thinking, actually, I would rather just get there, even if it does cost a bit more money. Maybe going direct would be the way to do it. And then I'm there. And same way coming home. And, you know, I still have a journey of about 130 miles to do from Dublin Airport to where I live before and after. I thought maybe that's just Yeah, but the playful of that, even going, and I had to look and see, is JFK? Because I don't know, is JFK near Times Square? It's the first place I could think of. And I saw Times Square and I saw Central Park. I was like, I so want to go. Oh.
You posted a picture a while back of the Iguazu Falls in Argentina.
Mm-hmm.
Remember that?
Yeah.
The year after that, we were on the Brazil side of that Iguazu Falls.
Oh, wow. Wow. It was spectacular, eh?
Oh, it was. It was. It was.
I mean, Niagara's the only thing close to that I've seen. But one part that they took us to, which I think was where one of those photos was from, looked like it was the same kind of horseshoe shape as Niagara,
Yes.
but it's like double the height, they said, or something.
Mhm.
And that was the first bit they took us to. But then the other bit, it was literally, I think it ran for a mile, and there was like waterfall
Mhm.
after waterfall after waterfall. It was just like, wow.
Yes. Yes.
And I
Yeah.
wish we'd more time. We only were there for a day, but it would have been a few people we met had been for 2 nights and 3 days beforehand, just to walk around and take it all in.
Oh, I
Oh.
could have spent much more time there. We didn't have a whole lot of time, but oh my, I could have spent days there, I think.
Wow.
That's on my Facebook page. That's my cover. My
Oh,
cover
really?
picture is Iguazu Falls, the one that I took when we were there.
Oh, wow. I gotta go have a look at that now. Wow, because you know what it's like on Facebook. Usually we see the profile photos, but don't often see the cover photos
Right.
unless you click in specifically.
Yeah, unless
What
you specifically go to the page.
So refreshing waterfalls or
Refreshing waterfalls.
the joy and playfulness.
Mm-hmm.
Oof, this is good for us ladies, because we do, we're made for fun. Like children, I was thinking today, when I was a child, I would, if something got my interest, I would just do it. I would stick with it and I would do it. And yet I'm not even sure what it was, but there was something today maybe arrived, and I can't remember what it was, but it was something that had got my interest. But instead of just getting stuck in and playing with it, or writing it or looking at it, I do normal sensible things, but like as kids, we didn't have to schedule, okay, now I'm going to do this, I'm going to read The Artist's Way and work my way through the activities or anything like that. We would just do what we wanted to do within
Yes.
healthy parents,
Yes.
keeping us safe. I would like that with us. I'd like it to be free. I mean, the whole ecclesia, free and easy, and not a pressure to have to do or have to listen or learn, but just we be, and we learn in the play and we learn in the prayer.
Yes. Yes. Yes.
Wow.
I was taking care of a lady one time, and well, it's a long story, but anyway, she went to heaven and took me with her. I mean, in the spirit.
Mm-hmm.
And I had never seen her look so happy. I mean, you could not, the expression on her face. And she said, "You can just do anything you want to here that's good." And she had such freedom, such freedom.
Way. Way.
How do you guys feel about engaging those balls and letting them wash over us and the group and our loved ones?
Yeah, like a waterfally activation. I haven't done that today yet, so that would be great.
Awesome. Do you want to lead us in it? Would you mind?
No, I don't mind at all. Wow. So, Father, we We come with our playfulness and our love for life, our love for creation, and for each other. And we ask that you would lead us into an encounter with these falls and the secret doors behind them and within them, and the obvious things like refreshment and to me it's obvious, like the massage you get if you stand under some water, heavy falling water that maybe even hurts a wee bit, but it's really good for our shoulders. So thank you for the majestic Iguazu Falls, Father, that you put there to speak of who you are, the sound of many waters, that those waterfalls, every waterfall apparently has every frequency sound that there possibly is. They're all in a waterfall, so I've heard. We stand in that powerfulness, in the roar, and at the same time in the gentleness where it's a little bit more gentle, maybe off to the side, round the corner. There's nice little plants, mini trees growing out the side because they're not being pulverized by it. There's a time for pulverizing, but there's the gentleness and the moss and the gentle watering as well. Thank you that you know, Father, exactly what it is we require, and also that we get to choose, we get to play where we want.
Yes.
And there's a photo, I didn't share this one, it wasn't at Iguazu, but it was also, it was this time, or not also, but this time it was Brazil, and it was a small-ish waterfall, but you could slide down it. So we watched other people do it. We were like, yep, we're doing it. Well, I did it and a couple of my friends, my mum didn't, but it was like just a natural slide in the rocks, and for long enough of a distance, it was really fun. Just the kind of, we can choose if we want to find a little place to play, or we can like that movie Last of the Mohicans, we can go behind the waterfall. That might be Iguazu Falls. I'm going to look that up. In the movie Last of the Mohicans, where there's a section where the guy jumps through the falls, or wherever that waterfall is, and he's escaping. You see what secret doors might be there. We get to show each other and explore together.
I think someone's playing peekaboo in the fall.
A few little fairy Tinkerbell beings around the place, which, yeah, just those little forest creatures. Wow.
I love how you see.
Oh, flip it. Yeah, it's fun all of a sudden today. Sometimes I don't see much, but I did see little, and I see a little one that's green that looks a bit like a child, like a Peter Pan in green. He's wearing green, a bit like Peter Pan or Robin Hood style, with a little peaked cap that comes to a point at the front, and animated, just delighted to be seen and acknowledged and recognized. So we welcome all that are with us, all that are gathering from afar right now, because they're like, what is going on there? What's this frequencies that's been sent out from the falls? Who's gathered? We want to be part of this. We welcome in our council. Mother Earth, Mama Wisdom, Sophia, not the name given. I don't know where that comes from, but we're in different contexts. And thank you that you do nurture us through the birds, through the sound of the water. Look at the sky, the reflections of the sunshine.
I feel like I've stepped right into the center of all of
Hmm.
and I'm just releasing it out to our group, to all the ladies and their families. To their loved ones, to their pets, to Bunny Bunny.
I feel to say even to the little dust mites around the place. Even then. Just as I've scratching my nose. Not that I live in a really dusty place, but I just all of a sudden thought of the little dust mites. So unseen usually.
Maybe they're actually our teeny tiny fairies or something. We don't even know.
Yeah. It's sweet. I'm seeing like a female fairy now with blonde hair, but like Tinkerbell type, but different. Blonde hair and cute little butterfly wings with lilac and purple and yellow.
So I'm sitting on the other side of my daughter's fairy garden, and she worked and played with it all summer, and she kept saying, "Mom, where's my real fairies? They haven't came." And I would tell her, "They're there. You just can't see them." And once in a while, she'd come running to me, "Mom, I saw a fairy."
Oh, beautiful.
So, anyways, we found a little Tinkerbell fairy a few days ago. Like, her little toys show back up. And it's been hanging out with me all day. It's like it just keeps showing back up. So
Mm.
anyway,
And there she is again. She's clearly come with you. Mm. Mm.
these fairy frequencies are very high.
Mm. Boy.
Sorry, guys, I have to go, but I love the fairies. They were, when I was a child, I played with them all the time in my imagination. And then I laid them aside because you know how it is. But I'm just, yeah.
Wow. Maybe you'll play with them in your imagination tonight.
Yes, I was thinking as I go to bed tonight, I'll play with them in my imagination again.
Oh, how fun. That's beautiful.
Would love to hear if you have anything you feel to share.
I'll do that.
Have a
Yeah.
beautiful evening and sweet dreams.
Thank you. You too.
Bless you. I look forward to seeing you face to face at Moravian Falls.
Yes, yes.
Love you.
As this was all unfolding, I was like, do we tell everyone? How do we handle this? And I thought, okay, let it all unfold and then we'll solidify some dates and stuff and let people know. So very exciting.
Exactly. No need to make it a thing. Just gradually, naturally, as it unfolds. That's beautiful.
Yes.
Amen.
Yes. Well, love you guys.
Love you.
Love you, Sharon.
See you soon.
Oh. Hmm.
Hi, Miss Helga.
Hmm. What a ride.
I know, right?
Hasn't it been a ride? And then when you sent me a message about Deb getting into a function, I was like, oh Lord. But it just added a certain something. I thought, well, Lord, whatever you're doing, bless what you're doing. And then in the end, of course, I thought at the same time that you're probably communicating with Deb, I'm finding out that all flip's sake, I'm not able to, I'm not free to, by the guidance, to go anyway. And I thought, and I just smiled to myself, oh, well, Father knows what he's up to.
Yes, there we go. Yes. I thought it was curious that her bumper got taken off almost the same way mine did. And only her bumper and light. Thank God she wasn't hurt or anything,
Mm,
Mm,
wow.
mhm.
Yeah. And the thing about having guests, part of it is that it's lovely to have guests, but particularly if it's more than an afternoon or a couple of days, it can require conversations around certain things that aren't always comfortable conversations. It's not that anything's bad, it's just, like my mum, when we're on holiday, she talks first thing in the morning. She will just monologue as we're getting ready to go wherever we're going that day. And I just find it absolutely exhausting. It stresses me out. So we didn't have a talk about that, but I worked it that I would go and have breakfast somewhere. And sometimes I wouldn't, it's not that I would even always eat. It was just to have quiet first thing in the morning, because I'm not used to somebody chittering away first thing in the morning. But
Right.
she was loving it because she loves company. I mean, I do too, but I like in the morning time, I kind of like quiet company. Like if I get up and someone says, hey, there's coffee in the pot, I go, oh, thanks.
Yeah,
And then we
right.
both just sit and look at the birds and enjoy the sun on our face. And
Aw.
maybe, hey, do you sleep good? Yeah. What about you? Yeah, fine. And then after a long pause, somebody maybe says, so do we want to go to that place today, or what do you feel like? Just easy, restful, rather than my mum talking about practicalities, just enjoying the company of one another. But I've learned that with having guests of my own, it's usually it's lovely. But I did host 4 people once that I didn't know particularly well, and it was just bonkers. They were driving me up the wall. I was just like, because they weren't able to make a decision on what we would do that day. Now, I didn't know that there was a girl and a guy at the time who fancied each other, and the other 2 that were with them didn't know. So that's why no decisions could ever be made, because as long as they were both doing the same thing, they were happy, but neither of them had expressed their interest to one another. So it was this kind of covert thing, where it was like, and when they left, I remember going up to the sitting room and just sitting down and being like, oh my goodness, what was that? Oh, so